Another day. I wake up first and it's only 6 o'clock in the a.m. I curl back in a blanket, already hoping and I'm praying. The second time I wake and it's 8:30. It can't be already. I promised myself to take the covers off by 10, but by now it's creeping in. Just another day will pass that I feel like sleeping in. Only I'm not asleep, although my eyes are closed. I just can't escape the only feeling of comfort, I suppose. That maybe today's the day that I get out of this bed at a normal time, but what's normal, says the thoughts in my head. I think about the last time I was able to wake and look forward to a day. Man, that feeling was great. My clothes were immaculate. I was dressed to impress, and a smile so wide you'd have thought I was possessed. I did so much that day, and it felt so amazing. I didn't even care that my family called me crazy. I bought a dog on a whim, not thinking how I would feed it. Gave away some of my things because I didn't really need it. What's work, I would think. I guess just another way to be a slave to a paycheck. Not me, I would say. If I needed money, I could sure make do by selling some more of my stuff, maybe a family member's too. I still don't understand why they yelled and they screamed, and calling the police, well, that was just plain mean. But the ride in the cop car, it gave me such a grin. Then we arrived at the hospital, I still didn't know the trouble I was in. The nurses were great though, I was over the moon. They called me names like Sweetie and said get better soon. As bad as all that seems, there's absolutely no way that anyone could convince me that it wasn't an amazing day. But then something changed. I recall with the exact minute when I started taking the pills with no idea what was in it. Then slowly days passed and no one came to visit. The bed became my best friend because I was always in it. More time had passed, and it's crazy how the days went from bright colored hues to dark colored grays. They told me the meds were working, but I disagree, because the happiness I had once felt had started to flee. Maybe I could leave soon, maybe even sooner, I said, if I could just bring myself to get out of this bed. But I sighed and I cried, I would scream and I'd shout, because the days turned to weeks and they still wouldn't let me out. By now my medications were up to 6 of them a day. This is what the doctors told me would keep the mania at bay. And although I'm home now, I think to myself and say, maybe tomorrow will be better, but today's just another day.